This is Andrew Abramson, Dolphins writer for the Palm Beach Post, recapping day one of free agency, which for the first time in a few years wasn't a huge day for the Dolphins. This is a team who has spent more than any other NFL team the last few years on the opening day of free agency. This time they were a little quiet. Now, the Dolphins made their noise earlier in the week. They agreed to a trade on Monday with the Eagles for cornerback Byron Maxwell and linebacker Kiko Alonso. Then yesterday they signed Mario Williams, who was already a free agent after being released by the Bills. So when it came around to free agency today, it was actually kind of a rare day for the Dolphins where they watched some of their own guys leave. Olivier Vernon signed that massive deal with the Giants, getting over $80 million contract, the largest ever for a defensive end in the NFL. The other guy that left the Dolphins today was Lamar Miller. He signed with Houston, the running back for the Dolphins, who for the last few years has really wanted a bigger role with Miami. I guess he's finally going to get that in Houston. He's getting $6.5 million a year. They don't think the Dolphins wanted to spend more than $5 million. Now the Dolphins need a running back. Jay Ajayi, a second-year back, is going to play a bigger role, but I think they're still going to want to put a veteran there next to him. The one signing the Dolphins did make today was safety Issa Abdul-Quddus. This is a guy who started his career in New Orleans, was on Detroit the last couple of years, primarily a special teams player throughout his career, got his chance to start the second half of last season for Detroit and really excelled. He played strong safety in Detroit, but he's going to play free safety for the Dolphins. That's a void they had. They needed to fill that hole. They got Rashad Jones a strong safety, but they did not have a starting caliber free safety. So now they bring him in from Detroit. Really, they're only signing today. Moving forward, the Dolphins are going to have to go out and find a guard. I think they could still, I wouldn't be surprised if they still bring in another linebacker despite adding Kiko Alonso. And of course, the Dolphins still need to get another cornerback. They brought in Byron Maxwell. They cut Brent Grimes today. Not a surprise, at least the last couple of days. We kind of knew this was coming when they brought in Byron Maxwell. But I still have questions of whether Byron Maxwell is a number one cornerback. But when you look at who's left there on the market, I'm not sure there's really number one corners out there, so he might have to fill that role. Different kind of free agency for the Dolphins. They weren't spending big like we've seen in the last few years, and we'll see. They still have some holes to fill, but I don't expect any huge signings the next few days, especially because all the top-tier guys across the league are gone now.